Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, back with another Pokemon Build series video. Today we have Natu, who is a psychic flying type. It's a cute little looking bird. It is so small. I imagine you would definitely see this in either Central or South America. I feel like it'd be very at home there. I also did read into the Pokemon a little bit because initially I was just going to do a build that was another pyramid, sort of similar to the one I did previously, but reading into the Pokemon I was actually like, wait, hold on. This is a Pokemon that is found in the jungle, so why don't I actually build it in the jungle? So that's kind of, yeah, what I ended up doing, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah, definitely once it's finished, let me know your thoughts down below. Like, is this a build that you like, that you hate, that you think is good, bad, or whatever? I'm gonna be honest with you, there is zero interior design at all. It is all purely the exterior aesthetic. So if you want to download this build and play around with it, you absolutely can. Just know that, yeah, there is zero interior at all. There's interior, but there's no interior design. There's nothing other than, yeah, basically what I do on the outside. Originally I was thinking about doing something on the inside, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna have fun with it, you know? I'm just gonna build it how I see fit and yeah, enjoy my time. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's not entirely how I would want it to be. A little bit different to how I would want to have done it, but I'm not entirely too upset with how it turned out, you know? It's a very interesting, fun build, and I definitely had a lot of fun with it. I also did explore some of the items beforehand, so if it seems like I kind of know what I'm doing, which I'll be honest, right now it does not look like I know what I'm doing, it's because, yeah, I did go in ahead and have a look at the items. I really did want to use that item I just had, because it was the perfect height to align with the wall, but unfortunately the width was wrong. I'm sure if I messed around with the length of it, which I ended up doing anyway, it probably would have turned out a little bit differently, but I'm not too mad with how it turned out. I think it worked out in the end. So yeah, like I said, definitely let me know, like, once we actually get into it, what your thoughts and feelings are on this build, because it's definitely very curious. And I had a lot of fun doing it and trying to figure it out. I like to try and do builds that are somewhat slightly different. I don't want to say, you know, oh, it's super weird and wacky and out there, but just doing something slightly different to the norm. I just find it to be quite enjoyable to, yeah, kind of mess around and have fun with whatever the heck I'm doing, you know? It doesn't have to necessarily make sense or, you know, be the prettiest thing out there, but I just want to build something to make me happy, you know? And I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So yeah, like I said, definitely let me know your thoughts down below on this build. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Obviously, like, wait till the end, I guess. But I mean, if you already hate it now, let me know. Because at this moment, I was definitely going, what on earth am I doing? But eventually we get to a point where I'm like, you know what? This isn't actually terrible. And yeah, I start to really like it and enjoy it. And I hope you guys do too. I was also watching a bunch of TV shows with this, so I was slightly distracted while building, but I think it wasn't too bad. The watching the TV shows while building isn't necessarily the thing that was distracting me. I think I was just having an off day yesterday. You know, sometimes we just have days where you cannot concentrate, where you cannot put your mind to whatever you need to be doing, and it stresses you out. And I don't know about you guys, but when I get stressed, it makes me want to do the things I need to do even less. So yeah, it's a little bit stressed over stressing, and then yeah, it just did not turn out to be the greatest day. Like, nothing terrible happened, it was just an off day, you know? And sometimes we have off days, and that's okay. I think, you know, being open and honest about it helps other people know that not every day has to be perfect, and, you know, they don't have to succeed at everything and get it all right straight off the bat. Like, I have off days, and it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself a little bit of grace and hope that things will get better the next day. So yeah, today is a new day, and I can definitely get new things finished. I'm definitely keen and excited to get some building done. I'll be honest, when I'm doing builds, I will have a look at like the next chunk and read all the builds that I've got coming up, so it kind of gives me a good idea of all the different styles that I'm going through, and I have not done that. I have not looked at what each build style is for the next little chunk, and so I have no idea what's coming up. So it's kind of exciting, but also kind of mildly stressful, because like, what am I doing? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet because I haven't read it. So yeah, I think today I'm going to go through and have a little looky-loo at the next couple of builds and hope for the best when it comes to getting them done in a good style and whatnot. Also, with this build, I'm not entirely sure that these stairs are actually usable. I did try and face all of the pillars to be away from the stairs to hopefully not interact with them. But I just realised that the walls that are right next to the stairs, like the pretend walls I made, are facing the stairs. So I do not know if they are in the right spot or not, if they're going to interfere with the stairs or not. So yeah, if you find the stairs are not usable, that would probably be why. But they're also very, very wide stairs. So hopefully, I mean, I don't know how stairs in The Sims work, but hopefully having the stairs be super wide, like maybe the Sim can go up the middle of them. But if not, my recommendation would be to put get the same staircase I've used, shrink it down to 1 tile wide, put that on the very left and the very right. I believe these tiles are 3 tiles wide, so maybe just have 3 individual tiled staircases, and that way your Sim can still walk up the middle one. But if they do work, then yeah, you don't really have to worry about it. And it also means not having to do it to every single stair if you want to use every single one. But yeah, this build is actually entirely empty. So if you wanted to build a home in here, I guess, or a temple, or this is supposed to be a museum, any of that sort of stuff, you can definitely go ahead and do that. There's heaps of space in here to do that. Heaps of space to, yeah, kind of build out that sort of stuff. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know, like, there's just, like, I could have built a house. I could have built I don't know, something simple, something easy, but I wanted to try and do something a little bit different. And I'm really glad I did, because the way this ends up looking, I mean, I hate tooting my own horn. It's something I really do struggle with, but, like, this looks really good, in my opinion. I feel very proud of it, and, you know, to be proud of one of my builds, it's a little bit difficult. So, yeah. And if you don't like it, that's okay. Like, I'm not going to be upset if you don't like my build, because not everybody is going to like what I like, and not everybody is going to want to use the things that I build, and I'm okay with that. I'm just, yeah, learning to be proud of myself and owning it, and being happy with the fact that, like, I did that. That was me. I don't know, it's a special little feeling, and I hope all of you out there feel proud of your builds as well. I mean, I know not every build out there is perfect and beautiful and wonderful, but I mean, any build that you do is progress towards being a better builder, and that's just something I love and support. So yeah, definitely be proud of yourself, because I mean, like, this is just such a simple little temple. You know, I don't do anything else with it. I could have added greenery, I could have added water features, I could have added, I don't know, so many things. But I wanted it to kind of be something that you guys could turn into something that you wanted. You know, if you wanted it to be an ancient temple, you could turn it into an ancient temple. If you wanted it to be an archaeological site, you know, or a historical site, you could definitely do that. If you wanted to turn it into a gift shop, or a house, or a current church instead of, not church, why did I say church? I meant temple, I'm so sorry. I mean, if you wanted to turn it into a church, I guess you could, but, you know, there's so many different things you could turn it into. But I think for me, if I were doing gameplay and I wanted this in my build, which I don't do gameplay, but if I did, I would probably turn it into what it is. Like, what in real life, if you saw this, it would be a historical archaeological site, you know, of great importance and respect, and I would probably have it be so that, you know, you could come here and maybe, I don't want to say meditate, but, you know, do peaceful, quiet things. I'm not sure what those things are, but maybe, I think if I ever visited a place like this, it would definitely make me think about my life. I don't know, I feel like when I visit things that are not typical to what my everyday is, it makes me think. It makes me think about what my life is like, you know, the people in it, and how I'm acting and how I'm treating people and all these sorts of things. Like, it really does make me evaluate myself, and I guess that's the sort of place that I would make it, as a place where people can come and, I guess, learn about history, yes, but also learn about themselves and evaluate. Because, you know, we all learn about ourselves in different ways, and I feel like this is definitely one of them. It's definitely, yeah, I would say a place of self-reflection, but also just reflection in general, I feel. I think it would be, yeah, super nice to be able to, you know, like, imagine the people who lived here however many years ago, and the lives that they lived, and the things that they experienced, and, you know, the technologies that they had that were so different to ours, and, you know, what they would think of our lives, and things like that. So, yeah, I don't know, it's a very quiet, contemplative place, and, yeah. But, I mean, if you want to turn it into a modern temple, I say modern, but, like, a temple that's used in modern times, or an archaeological site, or like a museum, or whatever it is, it's up to you. I mean, we all do our own individual things, and I just really hope that whatever it is that you use it for, that I did the build justice, you know? I set it up for you in a good way. Also, I could not find a matching terrain paint, and it drove me insane. So if anybody knows the matching terrain paint, please let me know, because it seriously drove me up the wall. But anyway, we are pretty much at the end here, and it would mean the world to me if you guys could subscribe. It lets me know that my builds are good and you're enjoying this whole series and whatnot. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my silly little videos, and I hope that you will have a wonderful time zone, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.